Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hey, it's time for another craft hour. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to another Saturday of fun as we have another Pink Fresh hour with all of your favorite products and special guests. And me, I'm your host, Jeff Lindberg. So glad to be here with you on another Saturday. How's your summer going? You ready to head into the fall? I know that I'm trucking along with the busiest house renovation schedule ever, and we're preparing for the 50th anniversary of my workplace. So there's been a lot going on. So I haven't seen you all as much, but I'm glad that you're here. I see that we have a lot of friends. Daniel Diaz is, of course, here. Dudes Craft 2. So glad that you're here. Link Crafty Cards by Cheryl. Oh, hey, Cheryl. How are you? Good to see you. And Mariska is here. Lauren. And already my special guest is already talking to you all in the chat. And I'm so happy. But first, before we get started, you're watching the Craft Hour. The only way we can be successful is if you share that you're watching the show. So if you're sitting back on this Saturday, having a nice cup of coffee, crafting, eating your lunch, or heading into your afternoon or preparing for the night, no matter when you're watching, tell people that you're watching the Craft Hour. Take a picture and put it in your story on Instagram. Share on your favorite Facebook groups that you're watching me and special guest Erica AB today on the Craft Hour. We'd love to do it. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. With so many of you in the room, it would be one of those cool things if you hit that. So let me introduce you to our amazing moderator in the sky. You know her and you love her. For each of you and the Craft Hour studio audience, that's our amazing Leah Lawson. So be sure to engage with her. My goodness, our friend Leah has had quite a couple of days. So send her some well wishes as she restores power, get some energy, and heads into her Saturday as we enjoy the Craft Hour. Well, hey, listen, I think that there's no way to spend a Saturday than having bountiful energy. And if there's anyone that can provide it with the magnitude that this woman can, it's already been the morning. She's already had her coffee. She's already crazy, and she's already still so much fun. Please welcome from Spain, heading into her mid-afternoon, Erica AB. Hi, Erica. So glad that you're here, my friend. Welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show, I should say. You've been on the show before.
Well, thank you.
You're excited? You're going to have fun with me today as we have a little bit of fun with some Pink Fresh Studio products?
I'm having a little bit of issues with noise.
You have a little.
Let me try taking these out and see if that works.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll just keep checking in with the audience as we chat. Hi, Lisa. So glad you're here. Tasha, glad that you're here. Joanne, the amazingly talented Angela Simpson. I'm going to try to get Angela on the show. I'm trying, everybody. She's making a big move. So I might have to wait a few minutes, but I'm hoping that Angela will join us. You can check out her work. What do you think, Miss Erica? Can we hear a little bit better now?
Yes, this is so much better. Because I have my iPad and my phone up as well, the AirPods were like, I have no idea what's happening. Let's just stream all the noise.
No, I totally understand. So, hey, Dee is here, Joanne is here, and oh my goodness, Joanne's from Australia. So I love that you took the time to get a 2 a.m. intro to us. Hi, friend. So speaking of long distances, let's remind everyone that you're in Spain, you've enjoyed an afternoon, and you are headed into your evening while we're heading into our lunchtime. How's your day going, friend?
Well, as you can see from my empty plate, my snacks are gone. So my tummy's happy. My crafting is about to get going. So yeah, all good here. A little bit hot, I must admit, but I'm going to blame that on the weather and not the old lady engine. So.
The old lady engine. I get it. Yeah. Hey, everyone's super excited about your craft room and how much we can see of it this time. You've got some fancy new technology since your last episode.
Oh, yes. So the last time we had all the drama with, charger, no charger, this and that. So I have pulled together all of my affiliate earnings from the last 3.5 years, nearly 4. And I have bought myself a snazzy new desktop for my crafting command center. So awesome. If you guys ever think, what's the bother with affiliate links and things like that? There's people like me who are very, very grateful for that. So please make sure you use someone's affiliate link when you are shopping. It makes the world of difference.
No cost to you. It doesn't add one bit of penny to your shopping cart. but it helps spread the love, which is great. Speaking of spread the love, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. I would love to see those go up. We have over 50 people watching. So many of you are supportive. So let's find out where you're from. If you're here for Erica AB, put an E in the comment. And if you're brand new to Craft Hour, put an N for new in the comment. I want to see the metrics of who joins us and when. And of course, if you're here for Erica, slam with a bunch of E's so we know that we're celebrating our girl Erica welcoming back. So glad to have you. Welcome to the Craft Hour. So, hey, Erica, we were challenged. We thought, hey, let's do something that's timeless, fun, that gets a lot of traction and has a lot of affinity behind it. So we're bringing back a stamp set that does really well and has a lot of fandom behind it. Tell everybody what we'll be using today. And I'm going to clean my glasses because I can't see anything. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Right. So today we're going to be using the gorgeous Thankful for Friends set. So this set, sorry, I just got to give a little bit of a shout out here. So my girls from the UK are watching, Verity, Tasha, and then, you know, we're hopping all over the world. So Cheryl, Joe, Mariska. Hola, Mariska. One day I'm going to meet you in person. I'm going to get on that train and get to Madrid, and we're going to go and do all of the things. Right. So back on track. So we're going to use Thankful for You. This one is one of my favorite flower sets from Pink Fresh. It's so gorgeous and lovely. And it's not just, I don't love it just for the flower, but it has some really nice sentiments in it. Like, friends like you make the world more beautiful. So grateful to have a friend like you. So, you know, it's really top notch. Like, this is the thing, you know, that we send and make cards for. So,
and the last time I used it was in a Craft Hour with Arjita, so be sure to go back into the archives and check that out. And Erica wanted to give a brand new spin on it today with the elegant style that she's known for, creating your own background and then giving a primary image all over the same product. Now, the one thing we love about Craft Hour is that we have different ways to approach how we're doing this. You could foil, you could stencil, you could Copic color, you could ink blend up and down the flower. So we're all going to try a couple of different techniques. I will tell you that I was going to try a different background. I have it saved just in case we don't have time, but we're going to try Erica's technique first. So Erica, I'll take you off. And if you could go ahead and head to your desktop, I'll send you back to the waiting room. And then we will get you going on your desktop shot. And I'll say hi to the audience one last time before we get started. Sound good?
All right. Sounds perfect.
All right. She heads back to the waiting room. Welcome to the Craft Hour. So good to see everybody. Tasha, so glad you're here. Sister Carissa. And we have Roberta as one of our most dedicated fans. Thank you so much. Donna joins us. Kennedy, welcome. We're so glad you're here. And of course, we have Cheryl, who is going to be on the show too. She is going to be on the show. We're going to make that happen as well. Super talented, big fan. Hi, Jennifer. So glad to have you join us. All right, let's head down to my desktop as well, and let's do some different takes on our products. And by the way, today we've got a really cool program going. Instead of one gift card, we're going to give away 3 $15 gift cards. The more you associate and comment with our friend Leah as our moderator, the more that she can enter you into the system to win 3 of the 15 cards. And we'll spread it out throughout today's episode so that we can get going and get started. Let's actually do that right now. Let's give away our first card. So if we could get into the chat, who's going to get our first 15 cards? We'll kick this show off right. What you got for me, Miss Leah? I'll go ahead and bring in the desktop of Miss Erica. Miss Erica, we just got to get you to switch back to landscape and check your audio, and then you'll be good to go.
Okay.
Betty, thank you for the comment on my shirt. J. Crew, giving a little J. Crew style today for you all. Thank you, Dee.
Are we
I
good
appreciate it.
on this?
We got to switch it over to the side one more time.
Oh,
and Mariska, you are our first winner of a $15 gift card. We're off to a good start. So Mariska, get your shopping list ready. Put some stuff in a shopping cart and let's have some fun. Let's head down to the desktop and we'll get started. Look at those 2 gorgeous cards that we already have ready to go with Miss Erica. Erica, show off the 2 options that we have while I head to the desktop.
Right. So here, I have used the gold foil plate for these 2. So the super fun thing with this set, I think, is that you have a stamp set and a die cut, and now a whole foil plate. Ooh. and also layering stencils. So if you're not comfortable with coloring, you can still get a super colorful and lovely image, but with ink blending instead. So, I mean, that's like genius. I'm just going to say it. It's genius. So on this one here, you can see like that amazing foiling. And then on the background here, I've used the same stamp set and just made like a pattern paper to kind of pop it up. And if you hear some banging right now, it's the man coming back with the chicas. I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, we missed the chicas. How are they? I hope they're well.
Okay, great. Okay, so I am going to kind of reproduce these. And if we have time, we are also going to maybe do some Copic coloring. I have actually started. I didn't get very far, but you know, you do what you can, right? But first of all, we are going to, well, I am going to do some foiling. And then Jeff, do you want to start on your take on the card?
Yeah,
on
that sounds good.
Side?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, happy to do that. I just wanted to fix my camera shot for you all. So you were doing a great job sharing the love with me. I just wanted to make sure that it was somewhat balanced. I'll get some stuff out of the way. This background, I'm going to be taught while she does a different technique. I don't have the foil add-ons that were created for this very popular set. So I'm going to be using it the traditional way, showing that there's definitely lots of options out there when it comes to what you can do with this product. So I'm going to be making my background the old-fashioned way and using a technique that Erica uses a lot, which is to use acetate as your friend to create a window as you make a background in layout. All right.
Okay.
So,
well, I tell you what, I will probably start on my background because my foiling machine is heating up. So I'm going to put these two away and then we're going to start. What are you going to do first? Are you going to heat emboss or are you going to create your background?
I'm going to do my background first.
Okay, cool. Well, let's do the background together. Let's be buddies and do that together, shall we?
Okay. Are you using the smallest Misty or the middle-sized Misty? I'm sorry.
I'm using the regular. This is the regular size Misty. So
okay, great.
I have all of them because I'm greedy like that.
I call it medium, but I am following, and I'm going to try to turn on the light for you all and see if this gets you a better light up. And I swear, I always do camera pre-checks, but today I'm not giving y'all a great shot. All right, let's see if I can do that. All right.
Well, I'm having a little bit of a lag on my side. So, I also forgot to bring my little piece of acetate. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a pattern background, a pattern paper background, so to say. So because this stamp set is clean now, so we're going to do our first bit of stamping. I don't need to have anything to protect this. So we're just going to pop this down and kind of have it slightly off the page. Now, I also have a sheet of acetate under here because for this one, I don't have one of those mouse pads where you can clean it off. So instead of buying a mouse pad for all of your Misties, just pop in a little bit of acetate and you're good to go. So we're going to pop that down. And I am using the creative corners so I get around or away from like the actual edge here. And then I'm going to probably use Misty Coast for this first layer. But if you wanted to go colorful, go for it. Go wild. We like wild, or I do anyway. How you doing there, Jeff?
I'm doing good. I'm also loading up some Misty Coast and using your technique. So tell me, how have you been since the last episode? Life good?
Well, life is interesting, should we say? Yeah. We've learned a lot about our a new homeland, Spain, and we are trying to buy a house at the moment, and we found the one that we really want. But we are finding that, shall we say, the bank is sneaky. So they told us they would give us a mortgage for 70% of the house value. And now they come back and said, oh no, for this type of house, even though they knew what type of house that we were going for, they said they will only do 60%. So we are scrambling a little bit now, looking behind the sofa cushions and looking for a bit of spare change to be able to find that last bit of money for the house. So with a little bit of luck, by the end of the year, we will be the proud owners of a quite rundown cave house.
Oh.
Yes, but it's all good because we wanted something that we could renovate and like really put our own stamp on. So we didn't want to
Well,
go
we know how much you love
modern and fresh.
We know how much you love to stamp, so that makes sense.
Right. Okay. So I've done my one side. And so in between each stamping as well, you're going to want to make sure that you clean up your acetate as well, so that you don't get any smudges where you don't want them. And so we're going to go and do the other side. And again, take your acetate. If you don't show which side is got the ink, you can always put a bit of washi tape or something. Usually I do have washi tape on it, and then you can tell which side is up. But for some reason, this one piece doesn't have it. So, I'd say you live and learn, but apparently not.
I need to get a wet towel. I did not prepare accordingly. Clearly, I do not have someone here in the studio helping me as a good production assistant. So take over for me and I'll be right back.
Sure. Okay. In my craft room, I repurpose and reuse a lot of stuff. And I have somewhere here, actually, I have several old kitchen towels. So I thought instead of throwing them away, look at this colorful thing. So this one is over 20 years old because it was given to me as this and some others as well, not just this one, as an engagement present when the man proposed and gave away his life. I'm kidding.
Gave away his life.
It didn't really work as a kitchen towel anymore. I decided to repurpose it. So you need to, if you want some snazzy new kitchen towels, Jeff, make sure you use your old ones for your craft room.
Perfect.
So everything that we can repurpose and reuse, less waste and more money for craft stuff. Because priorities, right?
Yeah, I will say I have never done this this technique before of creating a background. I'm sure everybody in the audience has, but I have not done this before. And with the beautiful light gray that is provided by Misty Coast, it's so elegant looking.
Yes. I mean, it's just that it's like a really subtle way of using your supplies in more ways to kind of, they don't always have to be the super focal point, but it's just so fun. Now, I did see that someone is asking where I'm from originally, and I'm Swedish, but I'm half Finnish, and my husband is British, so we speak predominantly English at home with a little side of gibberish. I'm not gonna lie. And Carissa wanted to know if there will be a craft room in the cave house, and I will say there'll be a little cave house in the craft room because it's going to be massive. Again, I am joking. My sweet darling love husband, if you watch this, I am joking. There will be a craft room in the house. I promise I will not take over the whole thing. Not until you die, anyway. Oh my goodness, I'm so morbid today. I don't know what's going on. Whew.
Well, you're preparing for Halloween. That was actually a question I was going to ask later in the show. Are you already switching over to fall decor?
Me? Okay. Oh, yeah. I nearly used a bad word then, but no, we still have like summer here. Like I'm in t-shirt and shorts. It's hot here. So no, it will not really sort of switch over to like fall weather until November. So yeah. But that's good with me. I am summer girl through and through, for sure. Absolutely 100%. Okay, Where were we? Okay, dokie. You know what? I am going to do my foiling because my platform is ready. So I have here my platform. So we are going to pick a color, and I have just recently, managed to stock up on the colors. So I'm wondering if we should maybe try something different, because on this one, I'm pretty sure it's rose gold. So shall we maybe try?
Look at that stash. You are ready to go with your
Oh, yeah.
Spellbinder's Glimmer system. I love it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I buy from a place in Belgium. So there's a $20 delivery fee. Sorry, 20 euros. But it's like it doesn't matter if you order $10 or $100. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm going for it. So I thought might as well buy all the colors I wanted, because they do run out quite quickly. I do feel. So I think I'm gonna do, you know what? I'm gonna try the matte gold. I think that will look fantastic.
I think that'll look beautiful. Dee, I can tell that you're definitely a fall girl. You probably have an amazing amount of cool sweaters that come up to your neck and envelop you like a warm blanket. I think your style is probably perfect for fall. And if you're going to bring donuts, that makes it perfectly happy. Hey, everybody, you're watching the Craft Hour. So glad to have you here. Over 84 of you are currently watching, and we have 29 likes. So that means a lot of people need to be hitting that thumbs up. I'm just saying.
Oh, wow.
The more thumbs up we get, the more gift cards we give out, which is super excited. Jackie, I'm glad you're excited about the fall. Beverly, I agree. We have about 3 days, so we've got to keep our sandals and our warm weather options available to us. Let's head back to Erica, though, because foiling is super hot right now. No pun intended. By the way, I said a stamp joke earlier, and Erica did not laugh. None of you laughed, so I'm going to stop with the puns. Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that foiling technique. We're all continuing to learn about foiling right now.
Yes.
We're all sharing secrets on how we do it. What are some things that you've learned about using your Glimmer hot foil system and the system of how to do it without messing up? How do you feel more confident with yours? Tell everybody.
Right. So the one thing that I've noticed, and this is a great tip from Jana Smakula, is that you need to make sure that it's like really hot. So don't like, for me, I found in the beginning, I could not crack this. I mean, I felt like foiling was just not going to be my thing. But I do find that when I keep it going, because I'm like, you know, that saying, foil all the things. I do foil all the things. So when I'm on a roll, I might as well make several. So I mean, when I was practicing for this, I might have made like 10. I don't know. Like, so, you know, trying out some of the colors and, you know, stuff. So I did notice that the ones that were made later, when not just this was super hot, but also the machine had kind of been going for a while, I just got better and better results. And so this one it was done like on probably the first run. And then this one here, I mean, look at the difference. This one is
That's
perfect.
crazy.
This one could be like almost machine made, just perfect. And so I think, you know, the key with foiling is to not rush it. That's what I found anyway. And also the smoother and sort of heavier the cardstock seems to be better as well. And also when you're rolling it through your machine, I mean, there's so many tips, right? So when you're rolling it through your machine, slow.
Yeah, I tend to try to do fast. And also, I'm not a big fan of going twice. Twice seems to overfoil. The good news is the overfoiling is really easy to correct. So don't be nervous about that. Really quick, Erica, I'm going to move over to my primary image. And you want me to stamp that in a Pink Fresh Detail Black? What do you want me to stamp my primary in?
Yeah, so if you're going to do that sort of monochromatic, or you're going to do the ink blending, have you decided?
I'm going to try the ink blending, I think.
Okay, so go to Detail Black and do it 2 or 3 times, however many times you need to make it really super solid. And then you
Okay.
go in on top of that with your embossing ink and heat emboss that with clear embossing ink.
You got it. All right. Thanks, Captain. I'll be happy to do that. Now back to the foiling. I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell everybody what I was doing on my side.
Yeah, great. No, we got to make sure that we show everything. So, okay. And then I'm going to run this through the machine and then I will be back.
Great. So I'm going to take some Pink Fresh Detail Black, and I'm going to do just like Erica said, and I'm going to get a great impression. I'm going to get that nice and inky, and then we are going to go in with some Brutus Monroe embossing powder to seal it out. This will help me get some structure for my ink blending. And from an ink blending perspective, it is one of those things where this is a very detailed image. So many of you have perfected great blending. You can probably get a good gradient. Today, I will probably look a little too bold as I continue to learn my ink blending styles and different ways of applying. So what I love is that image alone, the detail and the work that was done by the
Jeff,
artist
I just had
is
a thought.
fantastic. Yes, what you got? This is, by the way,
Did you use your
Alex
anti-static
Siberia.
tool on that before you stamped the ink?
I didn't, and I wanted to show everybody that I was doing it wrong. So I thought that I would just do it wrong first, and then I'll
Okay.
put that to the side, and then I'm going to show everybody the right way to do it. Because everybody, I want
cool.
you to have options. Get your...
Right, I'm gonna put this
Erica,
away
do you
and
think
then
that
we're
I
gonna
covered
do
up?
the foil reveal on this end. Okay, right. Are we all ready?
The big
Are you
reveal. Let
holding
me
onto
get
your
off.
hat, Jeff?
Wait, let me get off camera so that it can look better for you. So stand by just 1 second.
Yeah.
So you can peel it off nice and bold.
And everybody can go, ooh.
Go ahead, my friend.
Okay. Right. Look at that. Ooh. Yes, so good, isn't it?
Oh, that's so
Ah,
that's so
I mean,
good.
it's just dreamy, just dreamy. And I don't know if everybody knows this as well, but one of these fabric cutters is the best thing for foil if you're cutting foil, because trying to cut it with scissors is just a nightmare. So make sure you get yourself one of these. This one is actually Fiskars, and it's just super easy to use. But it makes such a difference when it comes to getting your foil cut with clean, simple, clean straight lines.
All right, so I'm taking some Brutus Monroe Clear, that icicle that we know and love. If you haven't tried the Brutus Monroe, please do. I think it's one of the best embossing powders out there. You use WOW. You're a proud representative for WOW.
Yes.
So many options out there, my friend.
Oh goodness, yeah, there really are. I mean, I have more embossing powders than I probably will go through in a lifetime, even if I were to heat emboss on a daily basis. So
Right.
yes. Yeah. Leah, this matte gold, I mean, I'm not saying that you should do it because it would be crazy overseas shipping, but it's from Card Nouveau, which is a great place to shop for us here in Europe. And they carry Pink Fresh stuff as well. Just saying. Right. Okay. So I am going to be using the layering stencils for this coloring, and I'm going to be using Grassy Knoll and also the Yummy Pinks because I love pink. And yeah, we're going to do it. We're just going to dive in, or I'm going to dive in. And look at that. I mean, heat embossing is pretty magical as well, right? So cool. So cool. It just never gets old. Never. Okay. Right.
I muted so you
Okay,
didn't have to deal with that.
I do heat
Sorry.
emboss every day. Okay, fair enough. Well pointed out. But even if I heat emboss all day, every day, I probably wouldn't go through all of my embossing powders. Okay. Right. So I'm going to start with a very light touch of grassy knoll. So you might have seen I'm dabbing on my ink pad, and then I'm dabbing off the excess on my lid. So we're going to get a good coverage on our blending brush. And then if we want a soft covering anywhere else, we go back to the lid, pick up a little bit more, and go over our stencil. So this is a great way of getting a really, really soft look. And I'm a big fan of blending brushes. They've been such a game changer for me. I love them. I know you're not a big fan of ink blending, Jeff, but
you know, the thing is
a one-on-one
that
tutorial, and we can make sure that you get to grips with it, because it's really such a fun technique.
yeah, well, I will tell you that the confidence that I've had has come through the stencils. And I will tell you that Pink Fresh stencils have made me super confident on my coloring. I just didn't get them in time for the show today. So that's why I'm going a little old school. While we are watching her use the brilliant stencils that, again, continue to, for the layman, be so easy to use, whether it's the crop feature that shows you where to perfectly line it up, the numbering system, how to change out the colors. It just makes you feel like you're so much more confident than you may be at your first try. Eric, of course, is a pro, so she's super used to it. But let me show you some options that I'm using to diversify the look, and while we watch her blend. But I wanted to showcase some options we were working through during rehearsal today, and how different styles could work, but how I'm going to try to land the plane with my style. So I wanted to also, while I'm with you, thank you all for giving those thumbs up. They've gone up a little bit, but still almost 97 of you are here for Erica and the craft hour. So let's get 97 likes up there. Let's defeat those downstreams. So get those thumbs up going. Go ahead, hit up and click. The more you click, if we get to 65, 70, then I'll announce a new winner. Does that sound good? Get that number up and I'll announce a new winner. We've got it waiting for you, but let's see if we can get those numbers up. Meanwhile, let's go back to my desktop and see some options that you could explore. So as you can see, I did a monochromatic and I die cut it out. Nothing really crazy about this one. This is relying on the artist's work and the thought of a beautiful black and white stamped image and the power of it. So let's take a look at that. Super simple. We have a couple of background options. First of all, we have what we're going for today, which is this background. Super simple. Reminds me a little bit of JC Gaspar. I love that. During rehearsal, we took our latest diagonal stripes released in the Christmas set. This is a black foil, which looked fantastic. And I thought, well, we could do something like this, you know, a very simple, bold, maybe a little too bold in some ways. You could soften that foil up.
But so you know what? I love that.
Yeah, so that's one option,
you know what
right?
would look fantastic with that? It's a gold heat embossed sentiment.
Ooh, you're right. Very elegant. So that's an option we have. And you know that we're kind of baking this one. This was my heat embossed. Look at that diagonal she's got going there. She's been playing with the Christmas products as well. I would definitely recommend it. We introduced it, of course, with an episode we had last week, or no, 2 weeks ago now. My goodness, time is just going crazy. So we have different options, but let's go ahead and try to ink blend this one without a stencil. Would you, of course, recommend that I keep it not die cut, right? We're going to ink blend directly to this.
Yeah, so if you want to do ink blending, I would definitely do the ink blending first and then die cut. Because otherwise you're probably going to, you know, the little flower on the side here and the leaves and things are probably going to get messed up. And when you do an ink blending as well, if you crease the paper, it gives those much darker lines. So it doesn't end up as pretty as when you're doing it straight.
Got it.
Yeah.
Erica
I think that would look fantastic when you're done.
Erica was thinking that I should try Storm, Seaside, and Meadow as my colors. So that's what I'm going to try today. And I am going to try a new Simon Says Stamp ink blending brush for one of the colors.
I have actually recently, I have a ton of brushes from Picket Fence Studios, but I have recently bought a big bunch of these white ones. And you can see I've got like a a little label for each one of them. So I wanted to have one each for every color from the Pink Fresh ink family, because I'm a little bit extra like that. But
and speaking of our friends over at Pink Fresh, I'm sorry, at Picket Fence, I'm going to try to use that one for the green. Now, I fully am aware that they sent me this pinkish magenta one, but I was super excited for Stamp Timber that I haven't used it yet. So I'm going to use it for blue. We're going to be crazy, and we're just going to do it anyway. So, all right. So do you recommend that I start with the more detail, or should I go with that meadow green first and try to get some of these
are you going to start with the leaves? You're going to start with the leaves,
I was wondering.
Yes? Yeah, I would start with the meadow first. Go over very lightly. And then go from the bottom towards the top. You want to go light and dark. So we're going to, I say we, but I'm going to make you blend the blues into the flower. So it's going to be easier if you go lighter to darker, because then you can take the blue from where the flower starts and go upwards. It would just be, I think it would be simpler rather than trying to go light at the top where the flower and the leaves are kind of meeting. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm going to pretend like I know exactly what you're saying, but I don't really. But I'm going to go super light at the bottom. I need to learn how to dab off better.
Yeah.
Go ahead. One more time.
If you start, yeah, there you go. So you start at the bottom and then you move up, and then where the flower, the stem is meeting the flower, you add a little bit extra color there, but you don't have to do all of that in one go. So you can start putting down a layer of color, and then you put down your second layer of color, and then you go in and you blend the two together so you get a smooth blend.
Got it. Oh, ink blending, you guys. Cheryl, I agree, but well, look, let's not do it. We won't ruin for Cheryl. We won't ruin this beautiful new one. We're going to go to the Altenew brushes. It's what I feel more comfortable with anyway.
Yeah.
So do that.
Well, I think, the thing that I think is very important to acknowledge when it comes to crafting is that, we're doing it because we love it, right? So yes, okay, so we get, you and I get paid a little bit when we're doing things for like Pink Fresh and stuff. But if you're not enjoying it, why are you doing it? See, this is where I come in. So I want to make sure that I am doing something that I enjoy, whether that be something that somebody else doesn't enjoy. And I know I'm making you doing blending, which you don't enjoy, but it's a special occasion, right? So
right. I've got Erica AB on the show. I've got to be fancy.
And I'm not being funny, but ink blending, it works those bingo wings. You're getting that good motion in, and everything is shaking around. So it's definitely like a little bit of cardio, I would say. Like
it's working off.
Not being weird,
it's working off the sweet tarts later. That's for sure.
Yes,
right, so go back in the meadow, right?
Donut I had. Yeah. So I'm glad to hear that Nicole thinks that a little extra is good. Thank you for that. So yeah. But the reason is, also for the labeling is that some of the colors can look a little bit similar. So if you're grabbing one that isn't for the right colors, I don't want to get them mixed up, and I definitely don't want to ruin my ink pads. So this is one of the reasons why I do it. And also because I have a tiny labeling problem. Just saying. I think it's good to acknowledge that too. So I'm going to do my last layer here and probably try to make a little bit more sense.
Yeah, let's zoom in on you, because my colors are looking really splotchy on camera. It is not that atrocious in real life, friends. So let's go. Let's go to the speaker and let's pin you so they can see your great work versus mine.
Well, I think as well, what you need to remember, Jeff, is that it will look probably a little bit blotchy until it's dried. So your final card is probably not gonna, or your final product is not gonna look like that. So you do also need to give the inks a little bit of time to kind of settle down and, dry.
Sure. Totally.
So
I believe you.
Here we are.
We
You
are at
believe me?
75 likes, everybody. We're at 75 likes. It's time to celebrate. So Betty Blythe, guess what? You're the next gift card winner on the show. Congratulations, Betty. Thanks so much. Hey, Honeybee Stamping Hive.
Hello.
I'm Central Florida too. I'm Orlando. Why don't we know each other? I'll come over and you can just do this for me. Or do we know each other?
No,
But
you have to
your
do
YouTube
it yourself.
is
You have
different.
to practice, Jeff. You have to practice.
Sure,
Practice makes
absolutely.
perfect.
Thanks everybody for giving us to 75 likes. I love it. Keep it going. We're at 76. Let's get it. If we get to 175, if we get to 175 likes today, I will throw in
How can we get to
another gift
175
card
when there's only
from me.
96 people watching? And
Okay,
yes, so
true,
Mariska is asking if you shouldn't use a brush for oxides for dyings, and that is correct. Do not do that. No. So this is why I wanted to keep my or have these brushes for my dyings. So I use my Picket Fence Studio brushes are all covered with distress oxides. So I try to keep them separate and make sure that I don't mess them up, because like I said, it's not just about like keeping things tidy and neat, but it's also about not ruining your supplies. So yes, I know he doesn't sound very convinced, does he, Nicole? Like, I think practice makes perfect. So you need to keep doing it. Keep doing it, Jeff.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'll probably, if I get to come on here again next time, there will probably be more ink blending. So I'm just pre-warning you now.
I'm going to bring in just a little bit of Storm at the bottom.
Right. So I'm going to be die cutting my piece out here. Okay. And then I will be back. So I use a little bit of washi tape and a Chica hair to secure my die to the panel. So they do get into everything, those little doggies, don't they? How is Hazel Harper, by the way?
She is here in the craft room, fast asleep underneath my feet. She is waiting for her fight with the mailman, I'm sure, which totally happens right during craft hour typically. So get ready for that moment, which will be nice and loud for everybody.
Oh my goodness. I think my, I don't have any chicas here, but they're probably downstairs watching sports with a man. Not that they really care what's on the TV, but he does bribe them with treats and stuff. So, he is definitely the weakest link in our house. Okay. So here is our beautiful flower. So the one thing that I think needs to be said about the layering stencil is not only are they genius, but if you're not confident with coloring, like I mentioned earlier in the episode as well, is that you can still get beautiful coloring, but without having to lift a single marker. And I just think that is so cool. So yeah, kudos to those Smarty Pantses and Pink Fresh. So brilliant. Now, I might have mentioned that I was kind of like going on a roll earlier, preparing stuff, and I was having a massive creative block, and I was so nervous yesterday. I don't know. I couldn't get anything working in my head. So I did die cut a few of these pieces because I knew I wanted to layer my image up. So,
my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, I have probably 15 of these at one point because each flower, I think, has at least 2. This one has got 3, I think, to make sure it really pops.
Erica, were you in school? Were you the one that was in research projects, everyone's best friend, because you got so much of the work done in school programs? You had to have been, my friend.
Well, I mean, I did like to do research, yeah, but I was terrible with deadlines. I really was terrible with deadlines. So
Oh, okay. Well, you're always exceeding our expectations around here. That's for sure.
oh,
right.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you to say.
All right. So there
Aw.
is my blended semi beauty. I won't give her a full score. I got to tell you,
Ooh.
for me, I've got to use the stencil. So I'll have stencils sent my way. And again, we have a
Yes.
couple of options that we can do here. We can take that monochromatic flower. So yeah, we have a lot of options, which is great. Flip
Yeah,
this.
I think that looks really cool. You know what you can do as well is if you have any Copics, I know you said you don't have Copics themselves, but you can take a marker or pencil and you can add a little bit of shading to that. So, and that doesn't sort of require major skills. I'm not saying that you don't have major skills. I'm just saying if you don't have a ton of coloring mediums and things like that, and you just have inks and you do ink blending, you can still add a little bit of detail with like pencil, or you could splat. I did suggest that you should add some like gold splatters or shimmer to that, but maybe that's a little bit too much for you. I don't know. What do you think?
What if we pulled a Carissa Wiley and used vellum somehow while you're finishing yours? What could I do with vellum?
Oh, I mean, vellum is never a bad idea. Never. It just works with everything. It really does. Right. So I think I'm going to go for at least 3. And I agree, Roberta. Jeff, you're definitely selling yourself short with that, because I think it's going to look super cool and like graphic with that background.
Okay.
Sometimes it's difficult to see.
I'm not upset, everybody. I'm just saying it's not my favorite work I've ever done. That's all I'm saying, friends. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to go ahead and do a third one while we're at it. I'm going to see.
But you know what? You're also judging it on not the finished project. And sometimes you need to put it all together in order to really sort of be able to judge it correctly, because sometimes it's like those extra little details and things that kind of bring it all together.
Okay. Well, then I will wait. Let's have a showdown. What finished card would you all like to see? Would you all like to see with this beautiful monochromatic background with the misty slope? Would you like to see more monochromatic or the color? So tell me, color or monochromatic as we complete. Let's check in with each of you and see how y'all are doing. What are you up to over there, Miss Erica? We are at 48 after the hour.
Oh,
you ready to move on?
Yeah, we need to crack on, don't we? Okay, I'm gonna add one more layer, which will make it you know what? No, we have 3 layers there. I'm gonna stick to 3 layers, and then I am going to take my background and trim it down a little bit, and then add it to a card base. But I will say as well that as I was making stuff, I made this with the die cut the strips. Doing a Laura Fedora, but with gray. So I cut out strips of light gray cardstock, and I made like a stripy background. And I thought, that could maybe work. But then I didn't feel like it did. But now I'm looking at it thinking, hey, that could be nice too. But we are going to finish.
Color seems to be winning. So we're going to go ahead and go with the color on this end.
Yes.
And let me get this A2 cut down just a little bit, and then let me lift it up in honor of Laura Fedora as well. So let me cut this.
I'm going to trim mine down a little bit as well.
Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. You're watching the Craft Hour. We're having a lot of fun. Things are going well. We've got a lot of likes. We've got a lot of you watching. So that's fantastic. Over 103 of you. I hope you're joining us for our guest, Erica AB. We've given away 2 gift cards, which is fantastic. Leah is our moderator in the sky, connecting with each of you. I hope that you're sending Leah some love and support, as her and her husband had no power. Definitely a lot going on in her home, but you made it to moderation, which is good. And Roberta says, go with what you're comfortable with. A lot of monochromatic fans out there, which is good. And awesome. So much of you celebrating. Don't forget to hit us with a like or an E if you're here for Erica. We would love to support her as well. All right, let me cut this A2 card down and let's check back in with Miss Erica and what's
I
happening at
managed
her
to trim
desktop.
mine the wrong way, if you can believe it. So
yeah?
I cut it a little bit too skinny. So the original card was going to be like this with a very skinny base, but this one is going to be, it's going to be a little more of a border here, and it's still not even. I don't know what I'm doing. What is happening? What is happening?
Well, it doesn't help that we're doing it live on camera. That always adds a little extra layer of tension, that's for sure.
And apparently I cannot keep like, order straight, but I think, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. It's going to be higher, I think. Oh, should it be middle? Oh my goodness, the decisions, the pressure. Okay. No, okay.
Right,
we're just going to go for it now because we are, oh my goodness, we have 9 minutes. We have 9 minutes to go.
It's like a baking challenge on the Great British Bake Off, which starts its next season soon. I can't wait. Do you have any Great British Bake Off fans out there?
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm feeling the heat of the kitchen, even though it's in the craft room.
Well, you've got that gorgeous Dyson fan behind you, so you can just power that on.
Yeah, I should do, shouldn't I? Hoping it's not going to be too loud, because I think my lady engine is revving at the moment as well, as in the inner old lady engine, nothing else. I'm not insinuating anything. Naughty.
Family show, everybody.
Yes, exactly. Family show.
Yeah, I think
Dee,
I agree. We're all worried about the beautiful, gorgeous Land Rover for Leah and her husband. We wanted to know how that turned out. So I'm glad that we were updating. Leah, I was going to ask you offline what was going on. All right, let's lift my card base up. This card base is my favorite so far. Beautiful and elegant, which is great. Don't love my flower, but hey, we are going to take Erica's advice, and we are not going to judge until we do the final product. We are not.
Yeah. Because sometimes, like I said, it's just, you look at stuff and you think, oh no. But until everything is like put together with, a card base and maybe a little bit of bling, and nobody's died with a bit of extra bling and stuff, then it's difficult to like fully, appreciate what it's going to look like. And I just saw a comment from Kelly saying that the first time she watched the craft hour was my first appearance, and she's been a fan of the show ever since. That's so nice.
Well, thanks for bringing new people to the craft hour, Erica. That's why we wanted you to be back. I'm going rogue on all of you. I'm going rogue. Jeff Lindbergh's this was great. This was fantastic, but I'm taking over. I'm the captain now. You're just going to hang in tight.
Oh, okay.
And just like on a competition show, I'm going to submit something to the judges in just a few minutes. So keep going, my friend. You're ready to head to the sentiment, I take it. Sentiment.
I am ready to go for my sentiment. And I think I'm going to go for like a super skinny one. But I did do a little bit of a mistake with the first one here, is that I glued it down first with foam tape, and then I tried to trim it. So this time I'm going to be smart and trim it first. So, whew. Yes. Okay. Yo. Yeah, I feel really sorry for Leah because she's had no power for like days. But it was good timing that it came back so that you could actually moderate the show. Oh, Wendy said the same thing, that she caught me at the first craft hour. So I think you have something to do with, people wanting to see more of the crazies.
But you're all kinds of good crazy. We love it.
Well, tell my husband that, please, because he's like, girl, I don't know what goes on in the head of yours. So much love. Okay, great. I am going to go for our friendship is amazing for my sentiment. And I think that's going to be a little bit crooked. So we're going to try to get it straight. And again, the Chica has everywhere.
You're my favorite human.
Oh, that is a good one. I like that one. I did that one on my first card. And it's just, it's like straight to the point. Yep. Bam. There we have it.
All right, so we're going to pull out some sterling. We're going to try to do sterling on silver on sterling. I'm going last minute. The countdown clock has begun.
You're a wild child, Jeff. Just wild. You can see I am so frizzy. It's like not even funny. The stress, like the excitement is coming out through my head with frizz.
All right, we can do this. We can do this, everybody.
Yes.
I've got Leah.
Positive
Leah is
thinking.
like the judge on the competition.
Yes.
She is making sure that we hit
Down
all
to
of
the
our
last
marks.
wire. 4 minutes, Jeff. 4 minutes.
4 minutes, bakers. 4 minutes. We can do makers. Speaking
Okay,
of, if you
okay.
haven't watched Making It on NBC, Amy Poehler and Nick, one of the best produced shows on NBC, and for a crafter, it's definitely the way to go. All right, we've got those going.
Okay,
Still
I
4 minutes.
am. Dun, da, da, da. No, here. Oh my goodness, I am shaking from excitement. Oh. The adrenaline is getting to me.
There we go. Feed emboss this,
No,
everybody.
it went on. It didn't go on straight. Okay, there we go. Whew. Okay. Okay. Berta, it might have been 4 plus a decaf right before the show. So there is a possibility that I'm slightly caffeinated. Slightly. Teeny. I mean, tiny bit. It's hardly worth mentioning.
All right.
Woo! Okay.
3 minutes, it's fine. Everything's fine, everybody. And
Oh
we can go slightly over. It's fine.
Woo.
All
Okay.
right. Which one of these strips do I use? Which one would get me the
I am sorry,
middle
I can't
one?
focus right now. I have a sneeze coming.
Oh. You can't focus, everybody.
Oh, okay.
So wait,
Right, so which ones?
How did you do this? How did you make sure it was lined up?
Oh, well, I did cut my strips first and then I did my sentiment.
Oh,
but
got it.
because it's vellum. No. Wait.
It's not.
Turn it over.
It's not
Turn it
vellum.
over.
It's
Turn
it's
it
great
over.
cardstock. It's great
Oh
cardstock.
no, I thought it was vellum. Okay. Right. You're
That's
just
fine.
gonna have to go for it.
Well, we're gonna finish it later. We're not gonna stress. Many of you know
Oh,
that
actually,
I
do you have, by any chance, one of these?
yes. Yeah, I can do
Use
that.
it. Come on, Jeff. 2 minutes. You can do it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, all right.
I'm sorry, I'm bossing you around. Oh, actually, no, I'm not sorry. Let's do this. We can do it.
We can do it.
We can do it. If you fail, I fail. Let's not fail.
All right. You've got to talk to the audience then while I do this.
Right. Okay. So let's catch up on some of the comments. Going over is never a problem. Thank you, Kelly. We appreciate that. Cheryl, I promise it is not so bad. So if you get invited, you should definitely do it because Jeff worries about all of the tech stuff. So you don't have to worry about any of that. You just come up with a card, design, and then basically you guys talk about it and have some fun.
That's right. Do you want to go back to your desktop? Let's go back to your headshot really quick. Let's do that.
Okay.
Take over your camera and I'll kick this one out. Remove. Submit. There she is, everybody. Don't look at me. Go ahead. You talk to everybody. I'm just going to make it you for just a second.
Okay, I'll see if I can catch the comments. I'm gonna have to get the iPad so I can actually see what people are saying. But okay. Things are going wild here. Things are flying and okay. But get her done. Yes, Paige, we're getting it done. Yes, he can do it, right? We have all confidence in you, Jeff. You can do it. And Lauren, we did kind of sort of not cheat. It's not cheating if you're like planning. It's just being smart. So yes. Kelly wants to know which cutter I'm using. Do you mean the big one? It's actually by a company called Purple Cow. They went belly up, probably because the cutter is not great. It doesn't cut super straight. Just saying. So, oh, no sound. Have I been blabbing and there's no sound?
I don't think so. I can hear you.
I knew you can hear me, but can everyone? Oh, someone else said sound.
Okay, everybody. We will fix the sound in 2 seconds. And I will stop doing this so we can land this plane. And you can see where I'm going really quickly. We're going to add some gorgeous red jewels, and we're going to call this card a gay. All right. Yes. A gay. We're not going to call it a gay. We're going to call this a day.
Okay. Whew. Okay.
I was going to say, I don't understand why there wouldn't be sound.
Okay. Good.
Coming in live.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. All right.
You know what?
Erica,
that is amazing. I'm loving that, Jeff.
It's always an adventure. It's always an adventure with you, Erica. Hey, everybody. We ended up having 110 people. We almost made it, but let's give our final card out. Does that sound good? Kelly Keenan, you, my friend, are our last $15 gift card winner. We've got so many cool things happening. Let me take you a minute just to do some housekeeping. Don't forget that we have got so much going on, but we have a special promotion happening with the folk dance die. It's typically $21, but there is a cool program going. They're offering a free folk dance die with orders of 50 plus or more. So $21 value, it's a $50 gift spend. And before you know it, you're preparing for your Christmas holiday cards anyway. So it'll be perfect. So yeah, we're having a good time with that.
Bye, Jeff. I gotta go shop.
Why? Oh, you're out of here. I was like, wait, let's close the show out. The other thing I wanted to tell you about is be sure to check out the latest Life Handmade podcast by scrapbook.com. I was able to celebrate their 50th anniversary with them as they do 50 episodes. So fun to go back in memory lane. The reason I mention it is that I'm featured there. One day, Erica will be on there. Makers like Carissa Wiley, but also our amazing Leah Lawson is featured in that episode. Go back and find your favorite way of listening to podcasts. I've got to recommend Life Handmade. I've done now 3 of them. One will be coming out soon. I don't know if I'm supposed to mention that or not. So if our scrapbook.com team is here, sorry if I wasn't supposed to talk about that. But in any case, we are currently featuring our 50th episode. And again, it features Leah and myself. So there you go. That's what she's going to end up looking like. She's going to have a little monochromatic feel. She's going to have a little elegance behind her. And I may go a little crazy and do a bright red jewel here or there just to make a drama. So I'll get that photographed a little bit later.
Bring the drama.
Yes.
What's going on with this?
So it wouldn't have been a show if we didn't have a race to the finish, but oh my gosh, it was super fun. What are you doing later tonight, Miss Erica?
Right. Well, there's a little bit of a craft mat here that I probably should have sent to. And because the man has been on what we call chica duty this morning, so I could focus on this, I will be on chica duty this evening and probably also be cooking dinner. It's 7.
Awesome.
So, actually, we're having leftover vegan lasagna. So
awesome.
I'll take credit for dinner, but I didn't cook it.
My best friend, he comes on the show sometimes and says hi. Ben is coming. He just flew into town. So he's going to be spending the week with us as he does a big theatrical technical job out here in Orlando. So he'll be living with us for the next couple of days. So I'm super excited about that. Hey, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the craft hour. Erica and I always love hosting with you, whether you're watching live now, which over 110 of you have been, 99 likes. Oh my goodness. Thank you, everybody. Let's just get one more. If you're in class and you haven't hit the like button, can you just hit it so we can hang up the phone right on 100? That would feel great. Craft Hour has several episodes planned for the fall as we head into the holidays. And you can see me on many of our designers on Create and Connect, which is going to be a fun class that we have coming up. And like I said, be sure to check out scrapbook.com. Hey, Erica, where can people find you?
I was going to try to be funny, but say right here. But you can find me on Instagram and YouTube. So I have I use the username Erica_KakaCraft for pretty much everything. So
perfect.
I'm not overly active on Facebook because I just it just drives me crazy.
I totally get it.
YouTube and here.
Yeah, be sure to check out Erica. She is, of course, having a fun time, even when she's not on the show, featuring a lot of companies, and be sure to check her out there. And hey, with 100 plus people watching and 101 likes, I think we had a good show. Erica, thanks so much for being my guest. I hope that you have a great night, and we'll talk soon. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us for the Craft Hour. Thanks to Leah for moderating the show. We'll see you next time. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sweaty.